So the news comes out, and I have this internal debate. Goldobin signs another year in Vancouver for $900,000. Do I save that for news of the day tomorrow or report on it today? In that, a lot of people know I'm a Canucks fan, and there's going to be a lot of comments made like, oh, what do you think of the Goldobin signing? I'll do this as its own video for now. I don't know how he fits in with the team. I don't. When I did the season preview, I did it assuming that Goldobin likely wouldn't be back. $900,000, there's no risk. It means if he doesn't make the team, the Canucks can demote him to the AHL. But the way Benning's stating it right now, and Benning's got to prop up his asset, says Nikolai's a gifted offensive player who's shown some chemistry with some of our other younger players. He's taken steps to round out his game, and we're excited to see continued improvement from him this year. He had 7 goals and 20 assists last year with Vancouver, and he frustrated me greatly. And that, and this is where it gets tricky for me with Goldobin. I don't see the top 6 forward. There are a lot of Canuck fans that are very excited looking at CDC, the Canucks message boards, and there's some excitement about, some guys even saying I could see him playing on the first line and clicking and stick him with Pettersson and Besser. And I'm thinking, those guys see something I don't. I haven't seen it. I haven't watched Nikolai Goldobin for the last 2+ years in Vancouver and said, I see a top 6 winger with tremendous upside. And I haven't seen the amount of intensity you need to be a solid bottom 6 forward either. It's not just the physical, and that that was the thing that the physical was needed for bottom 6. The way that hockey's played now, you don't need to be physical in the bottom 6, but there needs to be an intensity to your game. So that's why with Canucks lineups, when I try to figure out who do I think is going to play where, Goldobin for me has been expendable. Goldobin for me has been the guy that you can just not have in the lineup. And I again, there was a lot of debate last year in Vancouver when Travis Green would bench Goldobin. We're benching Goldobin, we're playing Schaller. I can't believe we're playing Schaller and we're benching Goldobin. And for me, it was a matter of, Goldobin's not going to play the same role as Schaller, so it's kind of apples and oranges there. You're putting a guy in there who you see more as the bottom 6 forward, who's capable of doing the defensive job. And I know Schaller had a miserable season last year, but Goldobin is not that defensive guy. So I do wonder how long Goldobin's going to be a Canuck. And the other thing that it makes me wonder is, are they not close on Besser? So the pessimist in me kind of takes over and goes, hey, maybe they're not close on Brock. And maybe they signed Goldobin and they're talking up Goldobin because maybe they're anticipating Brock Besser won't be in the Canucks lineup on opening night. And they're hoping Goldobin has a good year and that he can have a really good start to kind of make up for Brock not being in the lineup. And, I hate thinking that way. That's just not, but the Canuck fan in me is also a pessimist where I'm like, this is normally the way things work. If you're a Vancouver fan, good things are normally punished. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I hope that I'm wrong about Goldobin. I do. I would love nothing more than to be standing here a year from now and say, wow, he scored 16 goals and 53 points and he looked great last year. And now, an arbitrator has given him $2.5 million a year, $3 million a year, whatever, and everything's great. Because now, next summer, Goldobin has arbitration rights. And that's what he wanted, and that's what he gets. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Again, I'm not a huge Goldobin supporter, and people know that. But I do want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. I want to see Goldobin come in and just right from training camp right through until April has a great season. And there's an interesting problem in that if you put the Canucks roster up on the board, and I'm not doing it right now because, again, I've put Canuck rosters up on the board more than once this summer. I don't really need to do it again, but I'm not sure where he fits. And if Goldobin gets the spot in the roster, who gets pushed out? Those are the questions I have. And then what role is he going to have? Because to me, if he's on one of the top 2 lines, I really don't know that the Canucks necessarily are going to be a playoff team. Even in your wildest fantasies, it might be difficult. Might be very, very difficult. And again, I'm going by his past production. I understand there are people excited and saying, this could be his year. He's 23 years of age. He's young enough to take that next step. But I'm not bullish on him at this point. Let me know what you guys think, Canuck fans. I know are not going to necessarily. There are going to be some who say that I'm just being pessimistic, but it's just what I've seen of him in the 100+ games in the Canucks lineup that he's played that I've wanted more. So we'll see. We'll see how things turn out, and if he does debut in their lineup, and if that pushes somebody else out, because their wingers, they picked up 2 more in the offseason, and the idea being that Ferland and Miller should be playing prominent roles. You've got to think Pearson, Berchi should be playing prominent roles as well. I'm not sure where he fits in here. But let me know your thoughts, as always. And, does this mean maybe they're not close on Besser, and maybe they're like, all right, well, we'll sign Goldobin, we can get that done. And then if we need to go into the season with this lineup without Besser, we'll see how it works out. Let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And again, I would love to be wrong on this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.